So if there's like a salad bar, like are you a salad bar type of guy?
Oh, I love salad bars, and I get all the fixings.
Oh, bro. Okay. Like salad bar, like I got one at the grocery store I go to.
Yeah.
Oh, so like I treat myself. That's like my Sunday lunch is like a bomb ass salad with all the hard boiled eggs, onion, the big chunks of ham. Oh, there's nothing better. And it's by the pound, bro. I like have like a $9 salad the other day.
Because you get the big square one, the rectangle one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I've had a $13 salad before.
Yeah, brother. So good.
And there's barely any lettuce.
Yeah, it's just all I called myself. I had three hard-boiled eggs in there. I was like, ooh, damn. I was like, I had fucking hard-boiled eggs on salad. It's so good. Like sliced up.
Unfortunately, I do most of my salad eating at home, and I just don't have the time to do all those fixings. So like I usually just do lettuce and a little dressing.
And you're just a normal romaine, or no? You like the spinach?
Yeah, like the spring mix, you know.
The spring mix.
Yeah,
there's something about spring mix. I love baby spinach or just like regular spinach by itself, but I'm having this like weird fruit inversion of that. So like I'm back on this romaine kick. I haven't had romaine in forever, and like romaine is I'm digging romaine, bro. I don't know what to say.
Interesting. What's your dressing of choice?
I'm an oil and vinegar guy. So like I like oil and vinegar. I'd stay away, obviously, just because I know like the ranch and like the creamier stuff is usually not that good for you. Like the fat is pretty high. I mean, unless that's part of like your macros. I mean, not to get that weird, but like, I try to avoid just that extra, 150 calories, whatever. I'd rather have that food versus a dressing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do a light Italian.
Yeah, light Italian smacks too, bro. But I like the light Italian. We have the lights. You ever have I have like an oil vinegar based like Caesar. Like it's not like a creamy Caesar. It's like an oil based Caesar. It's smacked. It's really good too.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it's I'll send you a picture. It's the Newman. I'm pretty sure.
The old white guy.
Yeah, that guy. He's been making dressings. His family's been making dressings since Caesar's been around.
I fucking love salad. So that's one of my go-to lately. Like, I have a salad with every meal, just about. I didn't do breakfast. I haven't done it yet, but today I was dead. I was like, man, I think I just want eggs and a salad.
Salad.
I can't have a salad for breakfast, can I?
Yeah.
Can
salad
you?
Smacks. I mean, why not? Just vegetables. It's 80% water.
Yeah. But yeah, that's been my go-to, bro. I fucking love salads.
Yeah, salad smacks. I wish, when I do it for a meal, I usually have to have like a chicken or a steak, like some type of serious protein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something serious like that. But yeah, I don't get this. I do salad at night sometimes, but I don't like taking it to work. In the lunchbox, it's like one of those things I don't trust. I just don't like it.
Yeah,
because you can tell, like, if you have like a shitty lettuce, like if you have like a wilted lettuce or like a damp lettuce, like it kind of ruins the whole salad.
Yeah,
it just throws off. Yeah, I like a nice little snap, when you bite into that crisp romaine.
Yep.
So you speed make them. You speed make them. You speed make salads. Like you don't do like you got like olives, cheese, like you slice it up.
Yeah, I mean, if I have the time, but most of the time I just I have that big clear container. I just grab a handful, throw it in a bowl.
That's the best.
I'm just going in at it. When I have the time, I'm like, it's going to be my lunch. I'm grilling up a piece of chicken. I'm putting on top. I'll do some eggs, some green onion.
Yeah.
I'll do the works. But most of the time, it's just a handful of lettuce. And
you know what I got back into? Like a great small like meal where you don't want to like eat a bunch and you want to get a killer protein punch is fucking tuna, man. I'm back on tuna again. I forgot.
I eat a can of tuna. I was going to bring this up when we talked about 75. I eat a can of tuna a day. That's my go-to. I have a can of tuna and I eat like a whole wheat cracker with it.
Oh yeah. I'm cracker less. I do 2 cans and I do mustard and relish. Nice. So good. Yeah. The mustard, I do mustard because you can have as much as you want. Like it's not bad for you. It's unlike mayonnaise, but mayonnaise and tuna smacks with dude. Warren's mom Warren's mom put me on. You ever put a hard-boiled egg in your tuna? Like you mush it up in there? Kind of like egg salad, but with your tuna salad.
No.
Yeah, try that.
When we were up at Penn State, Westbury, Phil,
mm-hmm.
We got fucking hammered one night, and he did a fried egg on a tuna sandwich, and it was
that's crack. Like a tuna melt. Fuck yeah.
It was crack. I've done that.
Yeah,
so egg and tuna do go well together.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get in. Yeah, man, tuna's so good.
Yeah, bro.
Easy to make, right there.
Yeah.
Can opener.
Drain it in the bowl, and you can either go ham there or add a little fixings.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I add a wee bit of mayo.
Yeah. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's so good. Man,
I'm cutting out everything in my life right now. I'm eating mayonnaise.
Yeah. It's what I mean. And that's not that bad.
Moderation too.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're not, mayonnaise is so good in tuna.
Yeah, I'm not putting like 4 tablespoons in one can.
Yeah, you have mayo soup.
It's soup, yeah. Like my shit's still pink and chunky, got
pink and chunky
lubrication to it.
Do you like to add onion and relish? Like, is that a thing for you?
Also, if I'm at home making it, yeah. If I'm making it for, on the go, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, how about this? Tuna from a salad bar? Yeah, that's a no-go.
I don't eat tuna out ever. I don't eat tuna out
That's
ever.
okay. So that's a professional move. I just want everyone to know that. That's
except Wawa with bacon.
The tuna?
Yeah, the tuna from Wawa with bacon. Fire.
See, I was going to say the only thing I've trusted out is chicken salad, and it's from Wawa or Sheetz. Like even there's something about tuna. Like
I like chicken salad from Wawa as well, or Nick's of Clinton.
Yeah. Oh man, you got.
You know what I miss?
Italian.
I miss the chicken salad at Chick-fil-A when they used to come on just the white bread before they added the grapes and the nuts and all that shit. Do you remember that?
Yeah, before they.
I used to get like 2 or 3 of those, bro, and go smack. Not anymore.
The wraps are good too, but then they got the overkill with the thing. I haven't had a wrap in years. But
the Chick-fil-A wraps.
Yeah, but they're overkill.
The avocado ranch.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of that.
Well, that's a great way to bring the episode. It's fucking food. Anybody hungry?
Yeah, food. I can't believe we start off with salad like that.
Grab a snack and welcome to the
syrup. All right. Welcome back to another episode number 76 from Men Behind the Mitts. How's everyone doing? I'm Big J, joined by my co-host here, Silk. How you doing, big fella?
What's up?
What is up? What is up indeed? Bringing in super casual. What is up, guys? So happy to be back. Another episode this week. Can't wait to get things rolling here. Feeling good. The brain is feeling better. I'm processing things better.
Probably super creative right now.
Super creative, man. It's been a journey, and still got some headaches and stuff, but coming out on the good side. So just want to sprinkle that in there real fast. Doing better. The headaches are getting less and less and stuff like that, and I'm able to do a little more deep thinking. Can't wait to get back on the horse with you. How are you doing? How are you surviving over there in the 75 hard?
It's a very unique time for me right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've come to the conclusion I cannot rest, because if I rest, I'm done. But at the same time, if I just keep moving, I feel like I can go all day.
Yeah.
Like the yesterday, for instance, I started my day 5 a.m. at the gym, chest and try, then went on throughout my day, everything I had to do, Silky Mitt stuff and regular just work stuff, blah, 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 blah. Come home, do dinner, put little man to bed, do the dishes, stretched for an hour, went to my game at 10. Like I just made sure I kept going, got to my game at 10. And I fucking killed it. You know what I'm saying? 2 goals, 2 apples. We won 6-3.
Yeah.
I'm home and I'm still good. So I read for a little bit at midnight and then went to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like I had endless energy.
Yeah.
And then today is a different category because I kind of had like this window between bedtime and setting up for this. And it's like I sat down for a second and oh boy, the eyes got heavy. And I was like,
you get tired.
I can't sit down. I'm just not going to be able to sit down the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's literally you're either busy, like you're turning and burning, or you're napping, or like what I mean.
It's crazy that when you're doing stuff, like because as soon as I stood up and started setting up the room and setting up everything, I was good to go. I was like, oh man, it's gonna fucking suck tonight. And I'm setting up. I'm like, all right, I'm good to go. It's crazy how instantly it just switches. Once you start doing something, you're ready to, you're good to go. But that, if I just were to sit here waiting for you or something, I had to take a break, I'd probably like,
yeah, dude. No, the
It's a
cat
fine
naps
line.
became very important. My lunch breaks were like cat naps all the time. It's like 15 minutes. Like, okay, good. Just like, okay, we're good to go. Just I had to get that quick power nap in.
I
Like,
hit
no
one of
joke.
those in the car today. AC on. I put YouTube on with like
This is my favorite,
a
right?
mantra joint and fell asleep to it.
Yeah, napping in the van is something I'm very used to. Just catching that like before class. I got 30 minutes, like whatever, man. Napping in the van is so important. Yeah, but it's good though. Like I can't wait to be back in the trenches. Like I'm getting anxious. Like just sitting down. It's like what the fuck? Like when I wasn't like what the fuck? Like what was I doing? You know what I mean? Like I never sat down before, so it's like a total. Yeah, I'm getting different stuff done around the house. Like it is nice because I'm like it's giving me an opportunity to focus on like well I had so much time I was just not using before. Like before I started working out. Yeah, it's weird how you get the clarity that comes from shit like that. You know, like all these little odds and ends just because something. So I'm excited to jump back in. I'm really excited to start reading. Like I'm back in. One of my classes is kind of hard right now. Like I'm having to read in that, and it's like, all right, I think I'm ready to start reading again. Like if for in like regular, like for casual reading. Like I want to get back. I haven't read in like what? It's been like 9 days or something. It's crazy. You know, I haven't done anything.
Sounds like a nice vacation.
Yeah, but it's like, nah, it's not really what you want. You know what I mean? It's not what I wanted by any means. So it's like, yeah, it's weird. I've trying to appreciate the time because I know like how hard I'm gonna have to work again. Like damn, bro, like I really was. Like you just go all out. That's all you do. You don't do anything else. Like I get home, I fucking work out for literally almost 2 hours because I have to do both back to back. You know what I mean? Like it's nuts. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's no fun splitting them up at the beginning and the end of the day either. So either way you look at it, it's just brutal and it's called 75 hard for a reason.
For sure.
Gotta truck through it. And day 76, when I get hammered and eat a bunch of Reese's, and sleep all day and don't work out that day and let my body actually rest, it'll be a good day.
Yeah.
Day 77.
Yeah.
Better believe I'll be back in the gym.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I follow the 75 hard hashtag on Instagram, and so many people have not made it just because of so many different things. It's so crazy. I'm like, man, people are so close. Like it's crazy to see other people like struggling with it and being honest. You know, it's just crazy and then there's other people that are so successful with it, and this is like their third one. You know what I mean? Like it's wild to see. There's so many things to it. You know, like there's just so many possible outcomes. It's incredible. Yeah. No, but I'm rooting for you. You got it, man. Just
I don't think anything's gonna stop me. I mean, even if it's I can't make it to the gym, like okay, I'll work out at home. You know what I'm saying? Like I just there's gonna be no excuse. Like, oh well, I traveled this weekend, there was no gym, nowhere to work out. Okay, I can go for a run outside anywhere. I can go outside and do jumping jacks, push-ups, and body squats anywhere. So like
it's just gotta be the number one priority, unfortunately.
Yeah, mind over matter too.
Yeah. Yeah, big thing with the mind over matter. I noticed that like with like I'm like, cause I'd be like, man, I've been like hungry at the most random times of the day. I'm like, bro, I like never used to eat breakfast, and now I'm like, I want breakfast. I'm like, bro, I never used to eat breakfast, like never ever. I'm like, what is this breakfast monster all about, and where are we going? Like, I'm just kidding.
No,
it's sometimes
I hear you.
It's sometimes be like that.
I'm trying to put on weight though. It's a little different game for us. But I have noticed the dad bod, the belly, it just naturally is going away. I already have I have a 4-pack. Like it's crazy. It's shit. I'm not even I'm not heavy in the cardio. I'm not heavy in the abs. I do core workouts, but that's mainly for hockey.
Yeah,
Twists,
I mean,
single leg, Roman deadlifts, things like that. But I'm not doing crunches and shit like that, and I already have a 4-pack. So that
stuff's like a myth. Like that's not like abs aren't built in the gym because you get plenty of that shit from core. Yeah,
but at the same time, like I said, I'm eating a fuck ton right now too.
Yeah,
So it's all about what you eat too.
Oh, very, very much.
Like so, those videos I've seen, like you've probably seen on Instagram. Show some fucking shredded guy and he's eating pizzas. Like, do you want to eat whatever you want? I kind of now believe that shit because like I'm not like I just told you I eat mayonnaise in my tuna. Like I'm not going crazy with my diet. Right. I am dieting. I haven't touched sugar, which has been so hard. My chick just made cookies again. Oh, but
those are different.
If you're doing the right shit, like the other day for breakfast, I had fucking blackberries, strawberries, and yogurt, and I had 4 eggs. Like I go ham with my meal still.
Yeah, that sounds
good nutritional shit. So
yeah.
and I'm getting the energy from it. It's crazy to see. It's also like not depressing, but sometimes I do get in my feels about it. Like, man, I've wasted so much of my life. You know how I used to eat, bro. Me and you, leaving the bar like $30-$40 at Taco Bell, like it's nothing.
Yeah, talking about wasting.
The night we got those cinnamon rolls through the drive-thru and then ate them before and then went right back through.
Right back in. I've done that multiple times.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a demon.
The good thing is I caught it now in my early 30s. I'm only 31, so I have plenty of life ahead of me to where all the damage I've caused, most of it I feel like I'll be able to like back.
That's how I feel. It's exactly how I feel. I feel because I mean I'm healthy other than technically I'm obese, you know what I mean? But like other than that, I'm healthy. I'm on no medication. I have a little bit of a chest cold right now. And I blame it on not working out. Like no joke, because when I work out, I don't get sick. It's fucking weird. And I blame it on not working out because I've been stagnant. I've been, you know what I mean? Like I've been sitting down. I haven't been expelling, getting all that fresh,
people my blood that don't work out tend to get sick more often.
Yeah, man, it's fucking lazy. Like, and as I feel so lazy, but I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about. I can't remember.
Backtracking with our eating.
Yeah. Don't want to backtrack. I fucking lost it. I almost had it. That's okay. But I have a little chest shit.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. I haven't been sick in years.
Fuck it.
When I used to get sick, like I would do the complete opposite. Most people are like, "Oh, I'm in a rest." Like, "Oh, I need to hit the gym. I need to go sweat this out." You know?
Yeah.
I knew. Obviously, you can't do that right now, but that's the best thing I feel like when you're sick is to go sweat it out.
It's so weird. Like I'm so in tune with I knew the type of sickness that I had just because of the base of the cough that I had. Like I'm so in tune with my shit. I'm like, man, I'm getting sick. It's starting up high. And then the next day, literally, it was like I could feel it lower in my lungs. And now I'm back up high, which means I got one more day and I'll be over it. Like it'll be back out. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. And I was like, man, I just like the weird feeling I had. I was like, oh, I know this sickness, nothing crazy. Just take a couple like the Mucinex day and nights, and I'm good to go. You know what I mean?
You're
like
over-the-counter drug guy.
Only just to tackle shit, like just to tackle things. Other than that, I take nothing regularly. Like I refuse Tylenol and stuff like that. But like to tackle little shit like this, just to give me the edge, because I can't not go to work. You know what I mean? Like I already suffered. I'm still fucking behind from missing 3 days of work. It's so fucking crazy, just for missing. Like it's like what the fuck, man. But I knock it out quick with the Mucinex. I'm a fan of Mucinex for sure. And like Delsum cough syrup. Like if you got a cough that's hella bad, the Delsum cough syrup is where it's at.
Man, I haven't cough syrup in years either. Fuck.
I only have it like because I used to have asthma and I have to get like OCD up my lungs like a lot. Like that's why COVID kind of bothered me when I actually had it and shit. I was right about my lungs because like I use my inhaler like a lot. Like when I don't feel like I'm just like get those deep breaths, I feel like I'm not breathing as deep as I can and stuff like that. I have fucking terrible OCD. Like I'm terrified of like lung cancer or any type of like what is it like? OCPOD or something shit. Like I'm so terrified of any type of lung disease. It scares the fuck out of me. Like real talk.
All diseases should scare the fuck out of you.
Yeah, they do. But like the fact of not being able to breathe really is just terrifying. Like terrifying. Like never being able to catch your breath or like that's absolutely terrifying. People that
walk around with tanks and masks.
Yeah, fucking terrifying.
Brutal.
Yeah.
While they smoke a cigarette. Anyways, when do you think you'll be able to skate again? That's the real question.
I don't know. He told me at least a month. So what I'm gonna do is I've been stick handling a little bit, and it's whack, man. I get a little bit of a headache, like while I'm stick handling. I'm like, all right, let me chill. Like it's crazy, just like using different parts of your brain. Are you just cracking them off over there?
I am, and then I got a whiff one. It's
I am.
Those protein
but yeah,
parts.
so. Oh, they're so, dude. She can't smell still, so like I'll just be dropping bombs. And like I'll be looking at her like, you can't smell that. Like you cannot smell that. Like bro,
that's like a game.
Yeah, bro. Like when you have super greens and then protein on top, and then like you're cutting farts. Like I'm like, how do you like this shit is peeling paint, and like it's even. I'm like, I just try to play it off as long as I can just to see if she smells it, and she can still not smell it. I'm like, the dogs are upset.
That was wild.
Like, it's crazy, dude.
Bro, I've noticed, not to go TMI here, but like I've also noticed like my stool, my poopies are on another level with my diet too.
Okay,
another level.
Okay, break it down.
Yes. Well, I was hoping you'd ask.
Yeah.
I'm sure most people have. Good for fucking you. But I have never been able to like have a solid, just straight, healthy, soft turd that just fills fucking ring, bro.
Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying? Like goes down the hole, comes back up, and then starts to wrap like it's a fucking custard. A few of those I've had, and I look down as I'm wiping. I'm like, wow. I napped you twice. And I was like, "This, I gotta share this." I feel like,
yeah. You're
welcome,
precious. No, feel free.
No, my poops are like, they're none of those hard rabbit turds. I don't have none of that.
Yeah.
And that is also a good sign that obviously I'm.
Yeah, your poop is a big sign of your health. Like no joke. Like your digestional health is fucking key. But yeah, that's good. Like I was gonna say, I was just pooping less, which was really bothersome. But because I was consuming so little, like I wasn't like shitting a lot, which sucked because I like to go in the morning. Like you know what I mean?
Like to poop actually.
Yeah,
it's weird to say, but I like.
Yeah, people get that. Like I get that. It's nice. It's part of my daily routine, and like the fact that it wasn't happening, I'm like, it'd be like 2 days at a time. And I'd be like, whoa. And I remember talking to Kay before, like when he was on one of his weight loss things, he was like, bro, he's like, I'm like 1 a week. I'm like, whoa, like I couldn't imagine like 1 a week. You know what I mean? Like it's so weird, but I'm healthy. It's just the time is spread out just from what I'm so used to, I guess.
Don't they say like you're supposed to poop once a day? Isn't that like the health?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So once a week sounds scary.
But imagine if you're eating so less and I don't know.
That's weird.
Like 1,200 calorie diets
like
are
going
real.
all week without a poop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like even 1 day bothers me. I'm like, I didn't poop today. What the fuck? I get upset.
On the toilet for fun, I guess. Like, hey, how are you? It's been a while.
What's going on down there?
It's also a mini break from the 2-year-old.
Yeah, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Fucking 5 minutes.
No, it doesn't happen. He opens the door, throws the stuffed animal
Fingers.
at you.
Just all you see is this.
Who's banging the door? What you doing in there?
Right. So precious.
My precious.
Oh my God, that's beautiful, man.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, cool. So I'm glad your poops are healthy. I'm glad we're we're doing better. But yeah, so hoping to skate within like I'm gonna give myself a couple more weeks, and I'm gonna get back to lifting this weekend. I'm gonna give it a go. Do like Thursday, Friday, Saturday when I don't have any time restraints or anything, and just test it out, see how I feel. I do some cardio. I've been doing like walks with the dogs. So like that stuff's nice, but I haven't started like, man, I was really starting to like jogging, which is wild. I was like really starting to like jogging. Like I was starting to go to like, I could tell like I was getting on a different level because I was going further and like, you know what I mean? Like I was pushing it and feeling better. I was like, man, like I was like, am I starting to like running? Is this real? Like, can I really end up liking running? Like what the fuck? But I don't know. It's kind of marathons. I don't know, man. It's weird.
I've always wanted to do like a 5K. I think that shit's impressive. The people that can do it.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Like running for.
Not me.
Yeah, it's wild.
They should do, but I don't 5K know. Like with blades. I'd do that all day.
Blades. That's only like 2.3 miles. Like do it, smash it on blades. We finish that so fast.
You know
what's crazy is that someone would beat us on feet though. Like someone would beat us on feet. Like because I remember when I used to skate the trail all the time, I would skate like 7 miles an hour. I'm like, people run this fast. Like what the fuck? Like it's weird. But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I recently pulled my blades back out. I started pushing little man around in the stroller. Yeah, I forgot how amazing it feels to get out there and have something in front of you pushing. Oh man,
that's dope. Yeah, it's a cool workout.
Felt it in the glutes. Yeah, his little.
Yeah, I can't wait to skate, man. I'm like, that's like part of me that I suck. Cause I was like, man, my fucking skating was on point. I could skate long shifts, like still have legs and push through. And like, man, that shit goes away so quick. That's something I'm worried about. For sure. But I mean, I should snap back quickly, I hope. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm excited. We're gonna see where this goes. I just want to make sure I'm smart about it. Like I definitely don't want to rush it, which just, something I'm worried about.
Wouldn't go into powerlifting, then that's for damn sure.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna incorporate some full body, like get some push pull motion going on. You know what I mean? And just I started stretching this week, like really focus on getting loose again, because I've definitely gotten a little tighter, and I can tell where like I've already gotten weaker, like just like I'm like my back isn't as tight and shit, like little things like that, so I'm really excited to get back into it. Like it's been a good break, but I just want to be smart about it,
That's another thing I've been really focusing on, just because of longevity. I'm getting to that point in my life is after hockey games now, I come home and I roll. I stretch.
Yeah, it's important, dude.
I roll. So that's it's huge to have that foam roller, dude. It really is. Yeah. I got to get me a gun still, but I'm also looking into one of the wall mount balls.
Yeah, those are clutch too, man. Those are almost too invasive. Like Yeah, be careful. Like those are.
Well,
those are kind of
remember that
invasive.
episode? This episode here. Where I
Oh
did
yeah,
this whole
yeah.
episode? Well, my chick, I've been slowly having. We found the knot. It's in the back.
Right.
It's in my, because the trap comes down like this.
Yeah.
It's in like right here, bro, and it's just. It's a deep knot. She said that's been there for years, and I was like, great. She said not gonna. She said you're gonna need like 20 sessions probably of just working on that to get it out. And I was like,
yeah.
Brutal though that like you can just like think about the people that don't take their health and their body serious. Like we're not even that serious on the Richter scale, we're no bodybuilders is what I meant. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting massages every day. We're not taking ice baths every day. We don't got the what are those patches that you put on you with their muscles?
Oh yeah, the E thing. We're getting one of those. I think we're getting one of those for Christmas. I'm really excited about that.
That's real sick. I want to get the leg things. You put them in your
yeah. They're affordable. They're just expensive. They are affordable, but like
those after a hockey game,
every day after
just zip them up and sit on the couch and read my book.
Oh,
what? Let's go.
Bro. I mean, that's so doable though. Like real talk. Like it's something. Trust me, I think about that shit all the time. There's just a.
Basically, you want to live the life of a pro athlete.
And longevity.
As a beer leaguer,
it's important.
No big deal.
Everyone's got the thing. Just mine's health.
Yeah, health equals wealth in my eyes.
For real. That's a good one. Health equals wealth. I like that.
I broke my life down in the 3 stages. You got birth to 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90. That's about. And if I'm 31, so the first half's done, blew that on partying. So 30 to 60, I got to really focus on health and wealth.
Yeah.
And then, hopefully the hard work through 30 to 60, 60 to 90, I can just enjoy life, Yeah.
That's a good goal.
I'm still moving. I'll have the finances to do shit still. I won't be stagnant. We'll see.
That's a good breakdown. I like that. I'm going to steal that because that's not my plan.
Yeah, it's a good one, right? All this reading we're doing now, all the education we'll have for the next 30 years, if you think about it, like
it's crazy.
Yeah,
reading.
And sometimes it becomes overwhelming because I feel like I've let myself down with all the years I've wasted.
Yeah, but you can't. That's tough.
I know it's tough. It is tough,
man.
And it's like because like you're learning so much, and you're like, man, why have I waited so fucking long? Like you just like you learn something, you're just like, wait, what? And it's just like, why? And it's dumbfounding almost. And it sucks. It really does. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I battle that shit sometimes. Most of the times I'm on a high. My roller coaster usually goes up and stays up, but when it goes down, it's a fucking fast. And it's like
dark.
Shit, shed a tear, and I'm like, no one can see me cry. I'm a man now. I'm a dad. And I forget about it, and then I go right into being grateful, and it's all gone again.
It's tough though. It's a tough feeling, and I understand it. And almost every man feels that way. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. But you know what? I try not to focus. Just being older in general. Like, not older in general. That sounds weird, but I don't know, man. That shit's. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, look at Elon. Look at all these other people who didn't make it until later in life, and that is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you're finding stride. And as long as like you're working towards the right thing, I feel like, and I wasn't goal oriented until like I always had goals, but I didn't work for my goals until like 5 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's when I really started focusing on
3 years for me.
Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how long it took me to like get, and I still wasn't even getting my shit together because I was still fucking partying pretty hard. You know, but like, in the last like 3 years, I've really, buckled down, and I remember when I started, I said it's going to be a 3 to 5 year program, 3 years to, get my weight and my mental in check, which is crazy because we're coming on 3 years, and then like 2 years to, get everything set up financially, and then keep the ball rolling. And that's like, we're, I'm almost there, getting there, and it just takes time, unfortunately. But it's crazy how much you learn. And it's what I never would have thought. It's like, what the fuck? Like, why couldn't I look at other people and like, so I'm like older in class, I'm like one of the older guys. And you look at these fucking younger people who are like in their like early 20s, mid 20s. You're like, I fucking wish, like, you know what I mean? Like, God damn,
because where you're at now. You're like, man, if I would have done this when I was 20 or 25,
I couldn't imagine
life.
There's kids in that class that live with their parents, just stacking, making $5,000 a month, just stacking. And you're like, what the fuck? And they're just like, bought another dirt bike. I bought this. I bought that. And you're like, oh my God, I fucking only got 2 nickels, bro. Like, it's crazy.
But see, then they're lacking that other part that you've learned through wisdom of, well, maybe you shouldn't be buying that shit. You should be putting it in here, your stock market.
Oh, don't. Yeah. It's wild, man. The younger generation is, most of them they're a lot different than most people think they are. The ones that get it, I should say. It's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's crazy looking. Just I don't worry about it. I almost find it amusing. I'm like, man, can you imagine? Like, I just find I see that as almost like hitting the lottery. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine if you had tried to do anything that young? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
a little bit. I mean, I don't know how young you were, but when I was selling cars, still living at home, no wonder I had a fucking Audi and I lifted Tacoma and shit.
Right.
What?
No, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Rockets and vets and all this stupid shit. Well, I feel you. It's different. Shoe collection and things. Now I also have his work boots and slides. That's crazy.
I still like all that shit. Don't get me wrong. But
I like it. I just don't have it.
I'm not thinking, man, I want to go buy a car. I want to go buy shoes. It's like, how's Cardano doing?
Right. No, that's what I mean. I love it, but I love
it's not a priority no more for us, right? It's something that later in the life we can come back to. I come back to that shit, bro.
Watch other people. I'm like, oh, that's nice. There's another nice car again. I'd love to have a car. Yeah, I know. Like it sucks. It
doesn't. It used to suck because
it does, but it doesn't.
It was so much of my life every day,
and so much fucking money. Fuck that shit.
But now it's just
so much money.
Yeah, dude. I'm definitely.
I can't wait for another car though. I can't wait for another car. It's gonna be so exciting.
Yeah. All right, let's talk hockey. Let's get all.
Let's jump in. I was gonna say
into the NHL here. Big things have been going on. I have to bring it up right away. Mcdavid versus the Rangers, literally.
That was number 2 on my check
now
list.
It's number 1. It's number 1 because amazing. Chick's a Rangers fan. We're watching this game live at 11 o'clock, and she's like, "Oh, they scored again! Oh, they scored again!" Talking about the Rangers, and then McDavid does this, and I'm just like, "Oh, wow, that was a fun ass game to watch."
Yeah. So, man. So good at hockey. Next level.
People are still talking.
Turns it on. Knew exactly what he was doing. Right down the. How do you split 4D and score?
His interview was even better. I get paid to do this. This is what I get paid to do. Like, this is what they expect out of me, so I do it.
Professional.
Damn, McDavid, chill.
Yeah, he's scary good. He's so good right now.
Rangers were just on a real slump after that because then they played Calgary, got walked, and Kachuk puts it through his legs backwards.
Yeah, what a sick reception. Reception to the shot.
2 NHL highlight reels, top 10 goals of the year.
Against the Rangers. Yeah. I don't know. McDavid and Draisaitl, what does he have? 10 goals, 10 assists?
They're 1-2. Yeah, and then it's Ovi.
Yeah, he's right there. Yeah, Ovi. So, you know what? We're just going to talk about it. You said his name. We're going to talk about him.
Was that number 1?
Ovechkin. Yeah, it was because you look, we don't throw shade on Ovi, but we don't get as excited as we should about Ovi. And let me tell you, the Great 8 is here, man. The Great 8 is having the best start he's ever had at the age of 36.
And fuck the goals. How about 600 career assists? Let's go.
600 career assists. Let's just go over these accolades real fast. Alexander Ovechkin scored the goal the other night. Now is tied with Brett Hull at 741.
4th all time, if anyone is wondering.
4th all time. And here we go. Starting this season, 36 years old, number 3 in points with 21 points on the season. Number 1 for goals, 11 goals in 12 games. Number 7 in assists, 10 assists on the season so far. 21. I mean, this guy's having the best start he's ever had. It's incredible. It's something that I think we should be more. We should be
almost on a point per game. I'm in a goal per game streak. Like he was going there for a while off the jump. We know it's a long season, but however, the way he's getting these goals, he's out front now deflecting them. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's getting them in different areas. It's not just the office.
The assists, 10 assists. Let's talk about 10 assists. This is a guy who's looking off one-timers, looking at Wilson back door. Like this is a new, not, I'm not going to say a new age, but we're getting the best out of Alexander Ovechkin. Like this is incredible. Like this is incredible. I really feel like I said, we downplay it, but man, he's here to play. He's here to get a cup.
He has to. He's aging. He's got to get more versatile. You know, they're not all going to come from the office again. You're not going to get 50 from one spot. It's not going to happen.
I don't know. I think he could.
Well, I mean, we got that penalty kill goal off the boards to back. Yeah. Like he's still got the deeks. It's definitely fun to watch. Anyone that counted Ovi out, sorry. I counted him out.
I saw it was funny. Wilson taking the blame for the deflection. He's like, we'd be talking about Yager. And he's like, now we're talking about Brett Hall. Like, it's my fault.
Like, it shit happens, babe.
Yeah. Tommy Wilson. What a beaut, man. But yeah, we definitely got to highlight Ovechkin. We'll talk about the Capitals a little bit more in the divisional breakdowns. But yeah, man, starting off, one of the best, what are you getting? First star of the month, first star of the week already, in the season. Like he's really pacing here to have one hell of a year, really get him going and get the boys going as well. I mean, the Caps, we'll talk more about their record, but off to a good start. A couple overtime losses here, but having a good season so far.
Yeah. Another big news in the NHL since the last we talked, the Jack Eichel is over. It's over. It's done.
It's done.
Jack Eichel is no longer a Sabre. Sabres fans are dogging him, but fuck the Sabres because they never did shit for him anyways.
He's out of there.
Jack Eichel's in Las Vegas. He's a Vegas Golden Knight.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas. That's a stacked rock. Now, they're hurt right now. They're hurt. Stone's
they're
out.
Definitely hurt.
Reddy's out. Eichel's out.
Eichel's out. Yeah.
But Jack Eichel goes to Vegas for Alex took Krebs and I believe 2 draft picks. Krebs going straight down to Rochester. Already.
Rochester, he's already there.
But the youth for the Sabres is kind of scary. If they keep it going, they keep going things in the right direction.
Yeah, they're rebuilding.
Yeah, well, they've been rebuilding for 10 years. But Vegas is healthy after the Olympic break with all these guys back in the lineup. And I say Olympic break, with Eichel being included in that. They make a playoff run.
For sure.
They're gonna make a cup run, and it's sad to say they've traded away a lot of their first round draft picks. They're gonna be in issues in the future.
All but 2, right?
I believe so. They're gonna run into issues here in the future. It's gonna come back to backfire.
Picks for sure.
They're just gonna be depleted, right? But
yeah,
fuck, man. You gotta applaud GM George McPhee wanting to win now.
He knows what he's doing. McPhee's he's making
put the Capitals together. The core group of the Washington Capitals is George McPhee.
Absolutely. I was talking to someone about that the other day. I was like, McPhee put the Stanley Cup team together. Like he put the core of that team together.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So I like it though. At Jack Eichel in Vegas, that's scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
Stone, Pacioretty, Jack Eichel, first line prediction. Wow. Think about
Vegas was so happy to see like the pictures of him in Vegas and stuff, man. It looks like
you see the video of him showing up.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's so dope, man. It's so dope. I'm glad that Eichel's finally getting the everything that he deserves, and he's going into surgery, I think, almost immediately, right? He's planning on being with them. He's talking about having one of the best seasons of his life once he's, recovered is, his goal. But I mean, I think he's going right into surgery immediately because I think they're going to try to get him as healthy as they can for this season.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I wish we could watch him now because just hearing it, like I want to see him suit up.
Yeah. But even the photoshops of like him in the jerseys, I'm like,
so hard. I can't wait. Big Eichel guy over here. I love all the American guys. I really pull for him. I hope he recovers because I know a lot of people over in Western New York are probably going to be hoping that he doesn't because they just don't want to see it. But I think he bounces back. I know he's been off the ice for a long time, but he's been skating, for the most part. He's done,
right.
We would call, a stick and puck type of deal, shooting pucks. He hasn't really lost that. That's great. He's still able to do that.
Yeah.
So I think he makes a fast recovery. I really do. I see him coming back and scoring maybe first or second game.
I agree. Young, a guy like that's not going to forget the game. His speed might be a little off, but with a guy like that in his youth, ready to be out there, I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. He's a professional hockey player. I think those guys fit pretty well with anybody.
He's always had a unique stride too. He's quick. Yeah. He's fast. But he has a unique stride, so he'll be right back up in there. Like I said, I'm just excited to see him. I can't wait, and I'm glad it's over. To be honest with you.
Absolutely, man. And moving on, two more points here before we get into our division breakdowns. Carey Price back with the Canadians. He was seen in the practice facility, checked in with the managers, checked in with the team, and was in practice. So he's definitely back. He's not traveling with the team this week, but hopefully within the next few weeks here, you'll see Carey Price back in the start.
Making steps to come back. He was dealing with some mental issues, with substance abuse. He took the time to recover. He released a statement, and I know you have to applaud that, realizing he has an issue, putting himself first, and getting that taken care of. So, that's great to hear. And the fact that he's back already, that shows, the mentality he's at. He figured out his issue. He's working towards being better, and he feels comfortable coming back to the game he loves.
For sure, man. Excited to have him back. Glad he's, healthy, happy, doing better. Everyone said he was in good spirits. So it's always good to get that report. And I know they are certainly missing Carey Price on the ice as well.
Yeah,
and then
taking big L's.
Yeah, no joke. And then the last but final thing I wanted to get to before we get into this, PK Subban has finally been caught and fined $15,000 for all the slew foots he's been getting away with. Three.
I was going to say three so far this season already, little fucker.
Yeah, dangerous. Almost ended Ryan Reeves' year. I'm not a Ryan Reeves fan, but that's not a way to do it.
No.
Trevor Zegras to get the young talent like that, man. And he's coming. It's pretty blatant. Even the first one, I was like, they got to call these. You know what I mean? You got to find him every time. But yeah, it's an unsafe move. And for those of you who don't know what a slew foot is, it's basically when you come in behind someone, you essentially sweep their legs with your leg behind on the check or whatever. It's very dangerous because you fall immediately. Usually your foot or something will get tangled up. The blade gets caught in the ice.
That's the worst part. You could tear it.
A lot of people fall on their legs. Yep. It's an unsafe play. I've been personally slew footed, and I thought I broke my fucking leg. It's terrible. Like getting slew footed.
It catches. Yeah, it is. It is terrible. It catches you off guard, and you just quickly fall back. Smack your head. Thank God for the your helmet. But yeah, it can be sketchy in so many ways.
Yeah, it's a coward thing too. It's a dirty play. People that do it are fucking
PK
scum.
is much higher talent. He doesn't need to be doing that shit. That's the worst
Absolutely.
part. And he's such a high talented skater and everything.
Not only that, but the way he carries himself on and off the ice, he's better than that.
Yeah,
like a slew foot's a garbage move.
Yeah.
So that's a scumbag move, and for a guy like that who does so much, it's like, what are you doing? Is you just getting lazy? You careless?
Yeah,
like what is it? There's got to be something.
It feels that way, right? Careless, lazy.
Yeah, it's that I don't know. I feel like a lot of penalties. That's how I view penalties now. You view penalties as a slower guy penalty. You know what I mean? There's a reason why you have to cheat. Essentially,
there's good penalties.
There's smart penalties, but you know what I mean. Like
most
the
penalties,
majority.
You either stop skating or you got caught out.
Stop skating. You go for a hook. You go for a trip. The guy. You got there's stuff. Obviously on the breakaway and different things like that. You gotta prevent the shot and things. But you know what I'm getting at here. Blatant penalties here. All right, let's switch over to divisions real quick. We're going to start with one of my favorites, the Atlantic, like always. Florida still holding on to that number one spot, man. This team is something to be fucking messed with here. Barkov, the squad is coming alive. Bob, what are we doing here?
Unreal, Florida. I was very surprised that the Carolina-Florida game was not a better game. Two undefeated teams going into that. Florida coming out on top, obviously. But yeah, Florida's rolling, bro. Losing a coach, nothing. They are just blinders on, and they're just going to keep running this horse.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because we had Gooby on the podcast that Duclair's having such a great season, but I want to take some credit for that. As much as we talked about him and really gassed him up for what Gooby's designs and stuff. So, but 8 goals. Oh my God, it's drier than the Mojave Desert here. That's why I hate winter, bro. I hate heat for that reason. Just dries the air out. Got to have a humidifier and shit on.
I love the winter. But anyways.
I love the winter. But Duclair, off to a heck of a start here. 8 goals on the season. Yep. Barkov was 7. This is a fun squad. This is a Stanley Cup bound squad for a lot of people. I think Gooby called that. I think you called him pretty high up on the Stanley Cup, obviously behind the Capitals. But I know they were up there for you. What do we think about this the longevity of the squad? Keep up this season, man. It could be wild.
Reinhart, Bennett, Duclair, Uyghur. We haven't even touched on Ekblad, Barkov, Huberdeau. To see Duclair come in, and I said this before, finally almost essentially find a home. He signed the short-term deal, but, he's sticking around. He's not bouncing teams anymore. And now he's putting himself up there as the top goal scorer on a team that potentially is going to make a cup run, is on one of, going on a long undefeated streak in the NHL. This is great. This is huge for the Florida organization, who's relied on Barkov and Huberdeau as of late, to now have a third ringer in there coming in, producing goals. Dude, there's no reason Duclair doesn't break 20.
If not more.
Even 30, right? More. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, at this rate, absolutely.
So that's huge. I'm always been a big fan of Duclair. Every team he's played for, I've kind of followed him along. I like his style. I always saw something there, like he could be that guy, and he's really shining now. He's found a comfort. He found a zone to where he can really flourish, and it's huge. It's huge. And you have to applaud Florida too for picking up Bob. You start with between
big
the pickup, right? And he's bailed him out a lot. But to add to Huberdeau and Barkov is huge. Like I said, you got Sam Bennett, you got Ryan Hart. These are steals. These are great, hardworking players that know how to go to the net, know how to score too.
Absolutely. I can't agree more with that. Moving into the second position in the Atlantic Division here, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs coming in at 7-5-1. Is this going to be all year for Toronto? Just back and forth? We don't know. And you got guys burning jerseys, and here they are right back in second in the Atlantic. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's Matthews is coming alive. November, we know what's on stake for the kid here, but this team's coming to life a little bit here.
Yeah, you got Marner finally coming out of that slump, and he's looked like a fresh set of legs out there. I'm happy to see it. They really need Marner to get going, but it's down the lineup. They need Nylander, they need Tavares, they need these guys to produce. I mean, is it a curse to play in Toronto because you not to jump ships here, but you go over to Edmonton and Hyman's having a great year so far, right?
Yeah.
You look at in Carolina. Man, am I gonna blank out right now?
Oh.
Freddie Anderson. Fuck me. Freddie Anderson looking like a starting goaltender, as he should. Maybe the market in Toronto really does crush players, right? You got to be elite to not to play in Toronto and play good consecutively. So they're gonna get it figured out. Have to.
I feel like
they have to.
Matthews is coming to life a little bit. He's getting some stride going here. They got Campbell and net having a hell of a season. Yeah, I feel like Toronto is still going to be a team that it's so early. That's why I love when just people have these leave it like die mentalities already, like 12 games into the season. Like we have a whole season this time, guys. Like we have they have hockey left to play. Like 7 games is a big deal, but is it really a big deal?
A guy in the locker room last night made a prediction that the Coyotes are going to make a playoff spot before the season's over. So you never know.
What's the bets on that?
I don't know, but I told him I'd take the under on that.
Yeah, no joke, bud. Coming in third in the Atlantic Division, our other team in Florida here, Tampa Bay Lightning, coming in at 6-3-2. Another team, man. I don't know. Is Tampa going for the three-peat? Is this happening? I feel like Tampa's gonna have. They've got some stuff in front of them here.
It's not going to be as easy as the first two.
Yeah,
I'm not saying the first two are easy, but they've got a lot going against them. They lost some really good players, Gaudreau, Yanni Gourde, etc. They still have the core though. Cirelli, Point, Stamkos, Kucherov will be back. You still got Hedman on the back. You still got arguably the best goalie in the NHL. So we'll see what happens. He's looked a little shaky between the pipes this season. It's like I said, it's a weird season. It's a weird season. You got Florida running ship. You got, who else? Buffalo was off to a hot start. They're starting to look.
Carolina's running everything.
Yeah, it's definitely a different Chicago in the bottom. Like it's
Pittsburgh in last place, Arizona in last place. What are we talking about?
Well, that's pretty normal. Arizona.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of a race. You can't count anybody out yet.
And are we? I feel like Braden Point hasn't gotten the love this season so far, man. Like I didn't forget, but watching him play there tonight, you're like, oh man, he moves, he wheels and deals, bro. Like if there's any space, he's found it. He's on it so fast. There's
no forgetting him for me. He's top 10.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All day. He's top 10 for me. He's honestly, if he was producing a little bit more goals on the board, he'd be arguably top 5 with his speed, his IQ.
Oh yeah, another year or so, a little bit. I mean, he's getting better, just keeps developing. You know what I mean? It's all it takes. So it takes fourth in the Atlantic Division. Over got Detroit coming, hanging on here by a thread, 6-5-2.
Looking good.
Bertuzzi putting it all on the line in Detroit, bro. I'm liking this ride or die mentality in Detroit. I fuck with it.
Yeah, Detroit's really, really come on strong. Larkin had to miss a few games for personal reasons. You still got Verana out, but these guys are pulling it together. And another team of outcasts that are just really making it happen this season. We'll see how long it can go for. Obviously, like we keep mentioning, it's still the beginning of the season, but I like the way the Red Wings have played hockey so far.
For sure, man. They're kind of fun to watch as well. Like you said, this is a band of misfits, holding everything together here and watching them pull these little passes off between the legs and stuff. It's fun to watch, and especially when Bertuzzi's popping off the way he's been popping off, man. It's fun to watch. You don't know what to expect out of this team.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of it. Rounding out the Atlantic, though, we got Buffalo in fifth, Boston hanging out here in sixth, Ottawa in seventh. Big shout out to Ottawa, Brady to Chuck getting the old C.
Yeah.
Over here in Ottawa, big deal for the young fella. I think he's earned it down there.
Sixth or seventh captain of all time?
10th, I believe.
Is it 10th?
Yeah.
Oh, that's high.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, it's also Ottawa, but I don't know. I think it's 10th. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, big shots to Braid though. Watching him get it, young guy brings the life. I was a young fucking guy brings the life to the team. It brings life to the team, man. I love watching. Like I said, I enjoy watching, even though they're not that great. I enjoy watching Ottawa play hockey. It's a fun squad. I get old Jimmy Stutzel out there, young kid, going to develop, really put some damage in here. And Montreal rounding us out here in eighth in the Atlantic. Jumping over the Pacific, one of your favorite teams holding down first over here, Edmonton Oilers, bro. And as we're talking about Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, when does it end here? We got out of 10 games, we're 9-1-0 here. Edmonton's killing it, off to a hot start.
Yeah, it's to be expected when you have arguably, top 3 best players in the league, depending on where you stand on that conversation. McDavid and Draisaitl could go 1-2 for a lot of people on their list as far as top 10 players in the league. Yeah. And arguably so. Draisaitl has really proven himself. Draisaitl is just disgusting. If he's on another team, I think he even does even more, right? Who knows? There's a lot of what ifs there, but McDavid is just unlike any other player.
He's special, really, man. He is special.
Like, even if you're not an Oilers fan, you got to buy tickets when they come to town just to watch him play.
Yeah.
Because there's not going to be too many players. He stands out. You don't even got to look at the numbers. He stands out instantly. So fun to watch, and he's great for the league. So I'm excited to see what the Oilers do this season. They've got some great goaltending. The defense has looked well as well. Hyman coming over, like I said earlier, is huge for them.
That's a good move.
They've really added some depth. Yeah. I like their chances this season. They want to win a cup. You can tell. Each year they're getting back. I mean, I know we question them for not making a lot of moves, but the ones they didn't make were very key, right?
I was going to say, I was heavy on them just locking in the losing deal. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Nurse, Nugent Hopkins, like these guys signed pretty big deals. And obviously
Hopkins has looked hot though.
Yeah, I was going to say he's right there third in points, 14 points on the season. He's having a good season there at center on that number 2 line. So that's what it takes. So you got to have all these guys firing on the same cylinders. You know what I mean? You got to have all 4 lines, and this could be a year for them. Who knows? We know that you can't do it with 2. We know you cannot do it.
Cannot do it with 2. Nope.
So, hopefully, I know we all know they're looking for a playoff push and everything, but it'd be fun to see them. They definitely deserve it. And who knows? Like I said, this could be a wild year. I think this is going to be a wild year. It's going to be teams sliding up and down the rankings all season long.
Yeah, I mean, like you said in the last division, Boston is in 6th right now. Like, they're not going to stay there long.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's going to be going to be a fumble fuck of these teams just trading places nonstop. Bringing up number 2 in the what division are we in? I forgot.
Anyone you want.
The Pacific Division. Calgary Flames here holding down the number 2 spot, man. They're off to a weird start, 7-1-3 as well. Calgary just coming out of the gate hot for the way everything ended last season. It's a weird team. Calgary's a weird team. Mangiapane
is off to a hot start this year.
What'd you call me?
You heard me, City Slicker. The Battle of Alberta is at the top, and this is going to make these games even more fun to watch when we get later in the season. This is a tough division, honestly, the way these teams
are right
now. It's going to be a hard battle for playoffs. I don't even want to talk about playoffs yet because the season just got started. That's really what we're playing for here. I really think that Calgary could make a dent this year. I really think they can make not only the playoffs, but maybe even second round. Which would be huge for that organization, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. They're, like you said, this is a team that's coming together. Johnny Gaudreau, Matthew Tkachuk, we talked about that killer goal between the legs. This is a squad that could be doing it, man. And again, it seems like they don't have any pressure on them. Again, they're just playing hockey. Yeah, I don't know if this is like that their market just doesn't throw the heat and throw shade. I feel like they're just playing puck out there.
I really like watching Monahan too. I don't mention him enough when we mention Calgary. Also a great player over there. They really have the depth. They really could make some moves and put up a fighting season this year.
Fighting season to season. Third in the Pacific, we got the Anaheim Ducks coming in 6-4-3. I haven't gotten to watch the Ducks play very much at all. Those West Coast games just don't work out for me, man. But I know they're having a season. Getzlaf having a season. I know he just broke a record recently, 1,000 points or something.
Most points for Anaheim Ducks. He just surpassed Timo Solani.
That's right.
Yeah, a great team over there. You got Drysdale, Troy Terry. You got Zegras, a lot of these young American players over there. This is going to be a deadly team in the 2-3 years. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, Trevor Zegras is going to – you talk about another special person in this league. He's one of them. You know what I mean? He might not have the explosive speed. I mean, the kid's quick, but the creativity that he brings to the game is next level.
Yeah, for sure. His hands are deadly. He's fun to watch. I don't think Anaheim's going to be able to hold it all season, though. We'll see. I will applaud them at the end of the year. I don't think they make the playoffs this year, though. This is a tough division.
I was going to say there's talking about another division that's going to be moving around a lot. It's going to be Pacific. Right on their tails in fourth, it's going to be the San Jose Sharks coming in at 6-4-1. This is another team that I think is going to be doing some bouncing around. But look, we talked about this the other week. Get some guys with a lineup, and the team is moving around a little bit. What are we thinking about San Jose over here? I mean, is this going to be a back and forth season? We already know this division is going to be crazy, but can they really hold up here? What's going to go on with San Jose?
I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens with Evander Kane too. If they're playing well without him, maybe they start thinking about moving them, right? Thomas Hertl, Couturier. I'm not Couturier. Fuck me, man. Oh, that was bad. Anyway, San Jose Sharks have a solid route. Yeah, I know.
It's okay.
I know these things. I just say whatever the fuck I want, apparently.
It's the brain, man.
San Jose is a really, really going to be a team that bounces around, just like Anaheim. I don't know if they can make a playoff push. And when I say this is a hard division, I don't mean that every team is good. I just mean that all the teams are fairly close together. Other than Edmonton, that really stands out. These guys are usually pretty close grouped together as far as standings.
Right. I was going to say not only that, but this is where you kind of lack some serious depth in these squads like that. These third and fourth lines. No discredit to them, but they're not racking and doing everything we need to be done here. But that's something that's a different topic. We'll have to wait a little bit longer down the season for that one. But yeah, so they're holding out in fourth. Here we go. I mean, still, like we said in the Pacific, LA's in fifth, Vegas is in sixth, Vancouver's in seventh, and bringing up the rear, Seattle's in eighth here, 4-7-1. Like you said, Seattle just is lacking the guy. You know what I mean? They don't have anyone that's going to be the explosive on the paper player, who they don't have the guy, they don't have the stat guy right now. They just got consistent players,
Yeah, Tanev leading the team over there. And I think that's what I said, talk about this whole division. If Edmonton and Calgary stay in the top four for sure, that's arguably gonna happen. Edmonton and Calgary be top four. Vegas is gonna bounce back. They're gonna get Pacioretty back. They're gonna get Stone back. They're now adding Eichel. Robin Lehner's gonna take it to another level. Like, this team is gonna produce and win. And then so that fourth spot is gonna be a battle, and it's Anaheim, San Jose, LA, Vancouver. I'm expecting more out of Vancouver this season. I don't know what's going on with Vancouver right now, but Pettersson, Bozer, JT Miller, they have some great players over there as well. So it's going to be tough. LA has also looked good considering their age of their players. Doughty, Kopitar. I really don't think that Anaheim and San Jose are going to have a secure spot. It's going to be a tough battle.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, there's going to be some movement, especially coming out of Vegas and that. And like you said, Vancouver, they just kind of pulled. Like, we don't know what's going on there exactly. We just got to pull it together. Seattle's not a threat in my mind. I think they're going to be hanging out in that bottom in that bottom half, that 8 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's going to be exciting to see what's going on in the division. This other division, the Central, though, moving over to the Central, this is a weird division, man. This is a really weird division. Just looking at the bottom half of this division, the bottom 4, we're going to start this one backwards. The bottom 4, we have Dallas at 5, Colorado at 6, Chicago at 7, and Arizona at 8. But 5, 6, and 7, what's going on here? You know, like I hate to start and read the book backwards, but what's going on here?
The biggest disappointment, obviously, is Colorado there. I'm just dumbfounded on why Colorado has not really pulled it together. There's obviously so much going on. You know, McKinnon's got 9 assists, but their leading goal scorer is Compierre. Then you got Landeskog, 5 goals. Their leading goal scorer. We're 12 goals in. You know, that's not too impressive. Landeskog, a forward, Kadri at 3, Kadri at 7 assists. So where's McKinnon? 10 points on the season. I guess that's fair for him. I just expect it more on the goal side, I guess, from him. Kemper's played all right. Hasn't been lights out. I don't know. Did they miss their window?
I don't want to say that's closing that fast because there's a lot of talk, a lot of maybe too much pressure put on Colorado this early in the season. I mean, a lot of people were talking Colorado Stanley Cup champions this year. It's wild to see. They got no spark. You got when Kadri's leading your points, Landeskog just sealed the massive deal. It's like what other motivation do you need? Just trying to see it get all together it's weird to see this team struggling. Berkey, Rantanen over there. It's weird to see them struggling because they have all the pieces to this puzzle, and I feel like they just got to find the right way to put it all together here.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. But now let's jump to the top.
Yes. Number 1, Minnesota Wild.
Mm-hmm. They're really putting in work over there. Kiprusoff and Zuccarello really bonding over there.
Kiprusoff is so fucking good, dude.
So good, right? You gotta love them. Hartman leading the team in goals. I mean, they're a fun team to watch. Foligno, Gaudreau, Greenway, another American stud over there. You got Rask. I don't think this team slows down anytime soon. Big fan of Matt Dumba.
Absolutely. This is a fast team, too. Like, this is a fast team. Minnesota's got a fast team over here. And look who they got over here in net as well. We got Cam Talbot with this guys over here, 7-2 goals against 2.85. I mean, they've got some support here and some goaltending. And this is a team that I think I don't know, they usually fly underneath the radar. And here they are pegging at number 1 right now. It's kind of wild to see that.
Yeah, no, it is. But I mean, they got things are coming around. Another fun player to watch for them is Fiala. That kid is a stud. I love watching that kid. 22 years old, left winger at 5'10", 204, stud. So I think it's going to be great. Kiprusoff not off to a hot goal scoring streak, but leading the team in assists with 7. Minnesota is definitely a playoff favorite for me.
Yeah, I like their style of play, like you said, and I definitely think they're definitely going playoff bound for sure. Who knows who's going to be the number 1 spot because you got St. Louis chipping at their heels here at number 2.
7-2 record.
We've got a lot, and like I said, the bottom half of this, where these guys are going to fit in here. There's a lot of space to fit in this top 4, but St. Louis coming in our second spot here, 7-2-1. St. Louis looking for a heavy cup run as well, man. I feel like a lot of these teams are just geared up so early and so heavy, ready to go for this run.
There's still a lot of time for these teams to turn around, like Dallas and Chicago, Colorado could still make a playoff push. But teams like St. Louis, Winnipeg, and Nashville are, filling out the top 4. They're really going to have to start pulling away here and hold it because even though Colorado's in 6th, they're only 4 points out of a playoff spot right now.
Right.
Not to get too ahead of ourselves here, but there's a lot of hockey to be played still. Winnipeg, 6-3. They've looked good. You expect Winnipeg to be in that playoff year in, year out. Nashville, though, I think their window has really gotten much smaller and smaller the last few years. I don't know if they make a playoff push this year.
Yeah, Nashville's gonna be one of those rocker teams for me, especially when you got Dallas and Colorado hanging out right in the same division. Nashville, they're a consistent hockey team, but I don't think they have the pop. I really don't feel like they have what it takes to get deep in the playoffs, even if make the playoffs at this point. So this is an interesting division as well, man. I don't want to say it's weak, but there's just a lot going on here especially with Arizona bringing up the rear. Then you happen to mention that someone's saying that Arizona is going to go all the way, which is pretty wild to me. That's funny.
Yeah,
but I don't know that's a wild division. But I want to jump up to the Metropolitan Division, the last in our favorite division, because it's home of the Washington Capitals. This is a crazy division. The bottom four of this division as well. But let's start at the top on this one. Carolina coming in at 9-1-0, no longer undefeated. Carolina off to a hell of a start, man. Got a little storm surge going for you. We know it's your favorite. But this is another squad that's here to play again. I mean, do we see Carolina making a good push here again?
I don't know. They have the talent. Svechnikov leading the team right now with 7.
Svechnikov.
Aho with 5. Jasper Fast with 5. Tony DeAngelo, though, surprising, leading the team in assists with 8 over Jacob. He's tied with Jacob Slavin. And then Svechnikov with 14 points, got 7 assists. Svechnikov is a stud. We've known this year and year, and he's just getting better and better. Trocheck also up there. And you got Freddie Anderson playing lights out with a 1.8.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And you got Ranson by backing him up, who isn't too far behind him against his goals against is 2.4. This is a team that knows how to win. They've got a great bench boss. Rod Brindamore is a stud, knows how to win as well, and he leads by example. He works out with the guys. He shows.
Yeah, he's an absolute beauty.
What's up? Yeah, he's right there with them. And that's huge for a team. What he's done for this team in the last few seasons since coming over and being their head coach, he's really created a culture in Carolina.
For sure.
The hockey has really grown down there.
Yeah, they've definitely, like you said, they definitely made it a hockey town, especially with the way this team pulls the atmosphere together here. And Carolina has always been kind of like a little thorn in Washington's paw. So that this is something else we got to watch out for. They're getting better. This is another team that's going to be making a big push here in the Metro, obviously holding down the number 1 spot. So we're definitely going to have to, be ready for Carolina because we're going to be playing them. This is going to be, and usually there's a little bit of a rivalry there. Not as big as it used to be, I feel like. But that rivalry's there. It's something I remember for sure being a Caps fan. But Carolina, we used to always have their number, so they're a fun team to watch. I always get nervous playing against them. You know what they're capable of. They can definitely get it done. Bringing to the second spot, Cool Mom's team over here, the New York Rangers, holding down the number 2 spot, 7-3-3 over here. The Rangers locking in that big Adam Fox deal. These guys are still getting creative out there. They're still getting it done. I just don't know. Are they going to be able to hold in this top 4? Is this going to be a playoff team here for the Rangers?
I really think so. I think it'll come down to goaltending, obviously, but Chris Kreider is off to a hot year, which is huge. I really think he could wear the C for this team. 9 goals so far. The scoring, though, then drops off dramatically. Their next best scorer is Zibanejad with 4, and then Adam Fox is their third best scorer with 3.
Yeah.
You need goal scorers. Panarin, he's producing 11 assists, Fox with 10, Zibanejad with 8. But when your goal scoring is led by Kreider then at 9 and drops off to 4, you have to kind of wonder. They're going to need some more goal scoring if they're going to keep this going.
For sure.
Georgiev has not looked hot this season at all, bro. 4.2 goals against is kind of sketchy. Shesterkin at 2.3, so neither goalie even lights out. Like I said, similar to Washington, out front they really have it going. It's going to come down to goaltending.
Yeah, it's just Groshkin is definitely taking the brunt of that. He's definitely putting the team on his shoulders here. So he's definitely the number 1 guy. He's going to have a long season, I feel like, if they can't make a move or get Georgiev on the right page. But bringing up Georgiev brings us into our third team, the Washington Capitals, coming in at 6-2-4, leading the league in overtime losses with 4. The Washington Capitals. We talked about Ovi a lot earlier. The core of this team, we're missing a lot of the core of this team already. Washington battling heavy injuries up front in these top 2 lines. Younger guys stepping up, though, still locking in some dubs. Are you happy with the way everything's going over here in Capitals other than the injuries?
No, these injuries are brutal. Nicholas Backstrom, TJ Oshie, Anthony Mantha, now Nick Dowd.
Mantha's season, too. Like, not just injured, like IR.
I'm expecting him back for playoffs, maybe towards after break. But as of right now, he's done. He's done skis. That's huge. We need Nicky back. We're shallow down the middle. But let's talk about this rookie line we've seen as of late. I've been really impressed. McMichael has really stepped it up. I'm very impressed
Yeah.
with the way he's played so far. I really think he's earned a spot, and that maybe we could even see a move with Eller and giving Eller's spot to McMichael. I think he's earned it. He's played much better than Eller. Yeah, I think we give that third line center spot to McMichael, and we move Eller and get some goaltending. I think goaltending has been super sketchy. You got
for sure,
a sophomore, second year in Vitek battling for the starting goaltender spot. He's got no vet experience. Nobody knowing to give him winning habits. He's going off his I guess we'll call him his line mate, his boy Samsonov, who's sketchy as hell. He's not consistent. Neither one of them are starting goaltending material. Someone's got to go. I think we've seen enough. Our goaltending is terrible.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, our defensive core is holding together, though. I'm happy with the defensive core. Like you said, McMichael, Lappy stepping up. Sheary, that line, that was a wild line the other night as well. But yeah, just being depleted this soon. Like, thank God we got some depth, man. But these injuries are depleting us. I'm happy that it's early. I'm happy that it came early, and maybe this is our injury streak. Now we get out of the way. That way we can be healthy towards the end of the season. I don't know, but like you said, the goaltending is suspect for sure. V, I mean, you got to say V is the number one goalie, and that's still not confident in saying that. It's so I can't agree more. Is it time to move Eller? That's a bold move. Then we got to sign Lappy and move LaPierre. I'm sorry, McMichael up there, like you said, third line.
I think it was hurt there. Yeah, you got to assume Dowd comes back. Dowd runs fourth line center. You put McMichael at third. You got Nicky at second, Kuzi at first. You're done down the middle. Let McMichael grow now. Let him blossom. He's already shown, considering he's only getting shallow minutes, he's shown decent production. You got team leaders, Ovechkin at 11 goals. Evgeny Kuznetsov, huge, 11 assists.
Dude, having a great
with
season.
21 points. Like, that's amazing. Nick Jensen with plus 11. It's fun. It's a fun team to watch when they were healthy. Like when we first started off, you had Oshie producing all these things.
Oh, what a beaut.
Mantha was getting it going. I've really been bummed out on Sprong. I expect
for sure.
Sprong.
I think he'll come together.
I do, because he's been there. He's had the legs.
Yeah.
He's just not finishing. And so, I hope this guy can turn around and hit the switch quick and get it going, because if we can get 20 out of him, that's even more reason to get rid of Eller.
I agree. I agree. That's a bold move. I like that. Got to pick up some slack here. So it's got to happen. Spread those points around, because you need them. Going to need them in the deep here. Moving on to our fourth team, though, in the Metro, we got Philly here hanging on with a 6-2-2 record. Philly, another team that's going to be a bubble team, especially with their goaltending setup. I think it's not exactly suspect, but I think they should be concerned as well.
Really, Philly, you think so?
Yeah, I mean,
but Jones has been really good. Jones has looked good. He's 1.6 goals against.
I was a little aggressive on that. I was more referring to Carter Hart. I feel like
2.41 so far on goals.
He's slumping a little bit. Watching Jones play. Sorry, Jones' goals against is good. I was talking out of my ass there. I take all that back. I apologize. But yeah, Carter Hart is definitely suspect. I'd be worried about having him out there right now. It looks like he's enjoying himself, with the team, which is good. Like there's a good vibe there. But I don't know, man. That's something that I worry about. Speaking of your boy here, Couturier, Sean Couturier, bringing in the number one spot for them with 12 points over here. Claude Drew behind him. Cam Atkinson. This is a team that what did we say that the Flyers are like? Man, we made a reference to this the other day. I can't remember what it was though. But they have an old core as well. These guys. This is getting an older team. Now that Voracek's out of there, it's a little bit different. But Travis Konecny as well on this team. Derek Brassard. This is a solid Philly team here that can definitely shake up the Metro and keep that bubble spot on their toes.
Yeah, these guys want to win. All these guys here know what it takes to win. Giroux, Atkinson, Couturier is also always a stud and a threat. This is going to be a tough division because once we start going underneath this 4 spot, eyes are going to be wide open on how and why, and you got to expect the teams under that 4 spot to really battle. The only one I would guarantee will make playoffs right now will be Carolina and Washington.
I agree. I can definitely agree
And
with
you
that.
have to assume that Washington gets all their guys back before the playoffs. And if they're playing like they started off the season, no one can touch them. That cup run prediction I made in episode 69 is very true. These guys are playing well, and the fact that we've seen an all rookie line producing for them during injuries, it really is going to come down to goaltending. And I think the GM makes a move and get somebody in there with some veteran experience. So Washington and Carolina being the only two when you go down this lineup. But who do we got after Philly?
Philly, I mean, bringing in Columbus at 5,
Mm-hmm.
New York Islanders at 6, New Jersey Devils at 7, and Pittsburgh at 8. We know that Pitt's battling some heavy injuries over here.
Sid came back and then got COVID. It's been a battle for them. Letang out, Malkin out. These guys, though, will also turn it around. Pittsburgh always seems to find a way to win, especially when you have arguably the greatest player in our generation, Sidney Crosby, in the locker room on a regular basis. That's a real game changer for them.
I can't agree more with that. And then New York here as well. This is the team that, has just got to put a couple things back together here. But the New York Islanders are definitely going to be a dangerous team.
Scary.
Yeah, we know how fast they are. We know what they're capable of. Brock Nelson, Josh Bailey over here. It's definitely a dangerous team. And the goaltending, they've got 2 solid goaltenders, Sorokin and Varlamov here. So they've got 2 solid goaltenders. I think they just got to put a couple things together. And they're going to be a team that's going to be battling for that 4th, 3rd spot here coming playoff time.
Yeah, Sorokin is a solid goaltender, and we know what Varley can do, see him in the playoffs. This team definitely makes a playoff push. But like I said, this is a tough division. The bottom 2 spots are going to be hard to fill.
Absolutely. And
battle of New York for 3-4 almost could be deadly, right? Islanders, Rangers, woof.
Yeah, it could get dirty. It's good. Man, we have a rough division. Like just looking at the teams as well, like the physicality of these teams. This East Coast teams are wild, man. They really just bring a different game style.
This division in the Central, because if you got to assume Chicago, Colorado, and Dallas get it turned around, that also is a really hard division. So is the Atlantic. I mean, you got Boston, Toronto,
Boston sitting at 6,
Florida, Tampa Bay. Like what? So it's other than out west, I think it's gonna be too hard to call.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
It's a bloodbath.
I can't wait. So happy hockey's back. Man, I think the gas is on for the Capitals. I really think they've got the right combo, even though they've been so depleted. The guys are still putting up points. Ovi, Wilson, everyone's getting in the mix. Kuznetsov is literally having the best season. Like he's skating so well, his touches on the puck. It's like I've never seen this guy play hockey before, but I have. Like this is vintage classic Wilson. I'm sorry, Kuznetsov, and he's here to play and here to win. And I'm really liking the vibes.
Lawyers going to bat for him, hopefully trying to get him a spot on the Russian Olympic team this year. So we hope that ban gets lifted. Yeah, he's looked great. And when Kuzi is looking great and having fun, everyone kind of follows suit. And that's funny to say because you would think Ovi would be the leader in that aspect. But it's not. It's Kuzi.
Yeah.
Kuzi is the life of the locker room, always smiling, fun guy. So when he's playing well, having fun on the ice, you see the other guys are more light on their feet too.
I can't agree more with that. Let's do some final thoughts from this episode, man. I just want to retouch on the Eichel trade. Really, really excited to see him in his future. I'm so excited to see a healthy and happy Eichel, back on the ice. I was talking to Randy about it the other day, and he was like, "Man, Vegas gave up a lot." And I was like, "Did they?" I mean, I don't feel like they gave up that. They did give up a lot, but look what they got in return. Yeah. I mean, this guy, we know what he's capable of, and being on that team and just being happy is a big deal, man. Happy, healthy. Hope he gets the surgery and the recovery that he deserves, and definitely can't wait to see him. I can't wait to listen back on this and be like, wow, Eichel got traded to Vegas, and you can't even recognize this guy.
Yeah, the fact that Buffalo didn't want to retain him in the salary, it almost seemed personal. This guy hasn't had a season less than 50. That's huge. That's not going to disappear. So you have to assume you're getting a guy that's going to give you at least 50. Yeah, you're not getting that from Alex Took. You have to assume Krebs turns into a complete beauty. He's still very young. But you're putting a lot of faith in your youth in these draft picks. Took, though, on the other side of things, grew up over here in Western New York. So this is his team growing up. So, happy
excited
for him
to be
to
there.
Play for his hometown team. Yeah.
Yeah.
there's been rumors with the goaltending for Washington. I wanted to bring this up before we leave. The way Chicago has gone down the toilet. How do you feel about maybe a Fleury to Washington move?
I heard about this one. I heard about the Fleury to Washington move, and I don't know if it's the move because Fleury is not exactly having a great start. I know the team in Chicago is not having a great start, and I know it's Fleury. I know what he's capable of, but really, what do we have to get rid of to make that happen? That's what's going to be
Eller
a concern
and
of
Sammy
mine.
for
It would never be that clean. Eller, that'd be too clean. Then we just win on that trade like 10 times out of 10. Like that's too clean.
Maybe not in their eyes. Maybe they think Sammy has still got it and can be a winning goaltender. Then you're getting vet experience down the middle with Eller. Could be a number 2 or number 3 center for them. And you're giving up a guy that was arguably thinking about retiring. But we know can still win. He's very familiar with the Washington team from the Battle of Pittsburgh. So he could come in and be real comfortable with Ovi and them. I think it would be huge. And then think about this. You got Vanacek now learning the winning ways of a Stanley Cup winning goaltender, Fleury. And then 2-3 years from now, however long Fleury's there for, Vanacek comes in.
I like that.
Huge.
You paint a pretty picture, my friend. You're good. Like, you paint a pretty picture. I see where you're going with it. I'm not going to say it's the worst thing that would happen. I mean, it definitely, as far as getting a veteran tender in there, would be a great move. Like you said, Eller's been on the bubble ever since last season. He had some stuff going on. Sammy, I mean, I'm not a Samsonov fan.
Me neither.
I like V. I think getting V back was very important. So I think without that, we'd have been in trouble.
He's young. He's got to develop still. People are ragging him out, but not every goaltenders don't come in first year and are studs. It's very rare. Right. They have a Bennington or a Matt Murray, something of that caliber, or Carter Hart come in and you're, rookie year, you're a starting goaltender in the NHL. That's just doesn't happen that often. These guys are usually bred down in the minors and brought up and worked into the system. We've seen it. Varlamov, Grubauer, Holtby. These guys get taken care of, and then they come in when it's ready, and then they shine. This guy was thrown to the Wolves rookie season.
Yeah, no joke.
And he's had no one to lean on. He doesn't have a goalie that's, hey, try this, blah, blah, blah. I did this. Oh, I played with fucking blah, blah, blah this season, and he taught me this. He doesn't have that. He's Samsonov. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, I got COVID and then wrecked a 4-wheeler. Like, you fuck. I duck pucks.
Yeah, right for the heart, Savage. That's what I like to hear. Okay, I'm behind that. I support that for sure. It's definitely it's definitely interesting. I think something's got to happen here, but I am getting more congested and my headache is getting worse. I really got to kick this little bullshit. Fingers crossed it's not COVID. It's definitely not. But we're just putting it out there. You're allowed to be regular sick. And
are you?
I know it's. Yeah, I got a little chest cold, bro. I got a little. Oh yeah, I mean, are you allowed to say that? I don't know.
Can you say that? Can you say I'm sick?
I don't know.
Everything is COVID, but I'm throwing up a diarrhea. It's COVID.
I just got a little chest cold, a little chest congestion. I'm getting a little. The night is always the worst with my nasally.
Yeah, of course. Your body,
and just my body's like, hey, bro, time to go rest.
All right. But well, man. Listen, it's been great catching up with you. I'm excited to see where we're at coming next week. A lot of hockey to be played. Washington heading to Detroit. Where we at? They really have to start getting it together and hold it. I'm glad they're up high early because with this many injuries and they're on the bottom, it could be hard to battle back later. Let's hope they can keep it going. Lappy, get him back in the lineup. McMichael, to me, has solidified a roster spot. We'll see what happens.
I like it. Hey, man, stay tough, stay strong. You're powering through the 75 hard. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Life happens.
I just feel bad that, I just got to stop telling you about my treats. I'm sorry, but stay strong. And I'll be back before you know it. Hopefully see how this weekend goes. And hopefully come Tuesday, I'm singing a different tune, about working out, give myself a week and get back into it,
I like it. I like it. More power to you,
fingers
brother.
crossed. Good luck. Always good seeing you guys. And, as always, until next time, be well.
The boys from Men Behind the Mitts just want to say thanks for listening. And as always, be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media outlets at Men Behind the Mitts. Brought to you by Silky Mitts Hockey Club. Support the boys at silkymitsHC.com.